Hello and welcome to this new video on my channel. Hope you are enjoying all my videos on the channel. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for the new video. Hello and welcome to another episode of Advanced Power BI. And in today's video, we are going to discuss an interesting case which my colleague has brought to me. What she want in this case is that in the grand total she wanted to see target along with the total of a measure. So assume we are displaying on the columns category and net is distributed, but on the total she also wanted to see net target. So how to achieve that? To understand this better, let me jump onto the Power BI desktop. And on the Power BI desktop, I am using the same file which I have produced in my 20-hour Power BI video. This is one of the outcome file of 20-hour Power BI video. In case you have not watched it, I will provide the link into the description. Let's move to the visualization of this file. So she came with a problem and told me that I want to show the budget only in the grand total of that measure. So let's say if you are showing net, I want to show net budget in the grand total along with the net total. The usual answer I have is, have you watched the video? So one of the previous video in which I have shown that how to show only a value in the grand total. So like in this case, net is only appearing in the grand total while gross is distributed in the category. And let me showcase you the final outcome which is needed. Here you see that the measures are distributed and then the grand total also contains the budget. I will showcase you how did I achieve this particular visual and what are the options for that. After looking at this, I suggested her that we can use two calculations group to achieve this, and let us see how did I achieve this finally. So I went to my model view and here I am using my common sales model sales table joined with item, customer, geography and date table, the perfect star schema. And then I created a very simple calculation group. In this calculation group, I will only have one item which is using nothing but selected measure to showcase whatever measures I have. On the right hand side in the data pane, make sure the model view is visible, and inside the model view you have options to create the calculation group. You can see that also on the home tab. We will use one of the options to create calculation group, create new calculation group. And in this calculation group, it will automatically give one particular item which is selected measure, and we can rename it to, let's say, actual or something we want. And then we can also go ahead and rename our calculation group. I can give it a new name, let's say new calc, and after that I can press enter so that it gets the new name. If needed, you can add new calculation items by clicking on calculation items, but as of now I don't need them, so I can leave it here and focus on other aspects which I need to do this. Now I need to address the second challenge, the challenge of having the total columns also contains the budgets. So I created this new calculation group, budget group, which contain three items: actual, budget and deviation percentage. So actual is very simple. Selected measure means whatever measure is coming, you just display it. It's very simple. Then comes the budget, and here comes the play. What I am doing is I am checking if item category is in scope. When it is in scope, then you show blank. Otherwise, you use this switch. In calculation group, we can get the selected measure name. So we will get the measure which is getting displayed. If it is net, then we'll show net budget. If it is gross, then we'll show gross budget. If it is COGS, we are going to show COGS budget. I have all these measures. All other condition we are going to show blank. So selected measure name is going to give me the measure name which is in scope right now at that time. There is one more variation needed which I will discuss little later, but let's focus on the third item, deviation percentage. So in deviation percentage, it is very similar to budget, but here I am dividing the actual calculation by using the selected measure by the budget calculation which I created in the budget. So now I have two calculation group. One calculation group simply use the selected measure means it's going to display that measure, and another calculation group having the three values, which is basically actual, budget and deviation percentage, and I will try to display them on a visual. So let's move to the visualization, and here let me add a page, and there I will add a matrix visual. Let's add category on the column, item category, and then we can bring the selected measure which we have created as a calculation group, the item from there, onto the row. It will error out, we need to add one measure at least. Whenever you use calculation groups, you at least need to add one measure into your visuals. So let me add one measure as net, but I need two more measures, and those measures are my gross and COGS measure. Now once I add this UI doesn't look like same, so I need to change one setting here. I will use switch values to rows, which will bring my measures or values onto the rows. Time has come that we should bring in the second calculation groups also, that need to be bring in onto the columns above the category. Once done, we need to expand the matrix visual column, and now you can see what we wanted to have. You can see net, gross and COGS are distributed by categories. They have a total also, but in the total you also have the budget and the deviation percentage. The way budgets are created, that they are 110 for net, and gross means I should have achieved more, and gross it is less than what I am doing here, it is only 90%. That's why you see that the net and gross are less than what I should have achieved, and COGS is more. All three of them are in a bad scenario. If I do a conditional formatting, all of them will appear in a red color. Also, we can do a little bit more play around by going to column grand totals, and there using the per row level totals or per column level totals, and we can do a little bit of renaming at different levels. So maybe at the category level we go ahead and give some spaces, and that will remove the total keyword, and then we can see the budgets and deviation, etc. what we want. Definitely the other total will also go away, so we need to be a little careful when we are displaying all such things. But here came the twist. She said no, I have already created a calculation group which contains net, gross and COGS because I needed a slicer, and I've already done that. I say okay, let's try something different. So let's see how can we make it work. So I went back to my calculation group, and first of all I need to have a calculation group which contain these three measures. So I have this select a major calculation group which actually contains the item which is COGS, gross and net, and they are nothing but COGS is COGS, gross is gross and net is net measure. I simply replicated the measures into my calculation item so that I can use them as a slicer. Now will the same calculation which I have done in the past work along with this with the selected measure name, or do I need a different calculation? So I'll showcase you one of the calculation which I have also created additionally, and we'll also play around with the already existing calculation group. What I've done is I went to the table view and noted where the names are coming, in which columns the names are coming. So basically in the major slicer column I'm getting the name of my majors. So I went ahead and created a new calculation group, and in this calculation group, which is the budget for CS, I have actual as actual, but in the budget if item category is in scope then blank, otherwise max of major slicer, and their net is net budget, gross is gross budget, and COGS is COG budget, else use the blank value. We'll go ahead and add a new page, and in this new page also we'll add a matrix visual. Let's make it a little larger, and then we will have select a measure onto our matrix visual. Let me add that to the rows, and then I need at least one major, so I put net into the values and I got three major values. Then I need the category which I'm going to put on the column, and post that I need to bring in that another calculation group, which is basically my budget for CG, which I need to put above the category, and let me expand the matrix visual. But what we see here is that the total and the budget total are same, and seems like we are in a deadlock here. We seems not to have achieved what we wanted, and we started playing around. So we thought something went wrong. Maybe the max of the selection is not working, or the selected major is not working. We tried both of these which we have created, and then finally we thought, no, no, something is different. What we need, something is not working. So let's go and play around with some other properties. And finally, what we have done is we went to our calculation groups, and we know there is a property precedence, and we should play around with that property. So for that, what we need to do is we need to go to our model view, and inside the model view, if you go to all your calculation group, if you scroll little down into your properties after selecting, let's say select a major, you will see there is a precedence which is 6 now. I made it 99, and once I made it 99 and I look at all my calculations group, you will see they are again displayed in the order of their precedence number what we have given. So it is on the top, select a major, and rest all are coming below it. So we have changed the order of the precedence of the calculation groups, and now we would like to go back and check what is happening now. This visual, now you can observe we are getting the correct budget totals. Let me duplicate the page now. I really need a complex calculation which I have in selected major for CG, or simply I use that selected major where I'm using the selected major name. So let me replace it, and in this visual if you see, that one is also working. It means selected major name is also going to solve the purpose here. So in this manner you can create complex calculations using calculation groups. Using calculation group, I have shown you some of them into the past, but that's not limited. There are many such possibilities. I'm also going to give you a link of an older video where I've shown such UIs. At that time I've shown that using the tabular editor, because at that time the visual calculations were not natively supported. But go ahead and try all these different variation on calculation group, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this particular video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comment, press the bell icon so that you can get notification of my new videos. Thanks for watching this particular video. Thank you.